Michael, how important was it to get a win today after everything that happened recently?
I think it was important, for more reasons than one. Where we are in the standings, it was important. With the heavy day yesterday, I think it was important that we came in here and established, good energy, playing with some joy. So I think we did a good job.
Can you describe how this group came together in the last 30 hours?
I mean, it's a big change. Coach Malone's been, my head coach ever since I got to the NBA. So obviously it was a crazy day. None of us expected it. None of us really know how to handle something like that. But I think, Josh was amazing, as the leader of the organization. And then, DA stepping in was amazing. The veterans were amazing. Talked about it, everybody just did what they were supposed to do.
How long do you think it'll take for you to get over the shock of what happened yesterday?
I mean, we can't dwell on it. It's the nature of the business. It is shocking. It was a surprise to all of us, I think. But our job is to go out there and play basketball and get ready for the playoffs. So, I appreciate everything Coach Malone has done for me, sending a text. But, can't dwell on any of that stuff. I've been through some hard times, as a professional basketball player, whether it's guys getting traded, there's so much crazy things that happen in the NBA. But yesterday was one of the crazier days, but like I said, you got to be a professional.
What was Josh's main message to the team? I think Coach Adelman described it as be better, everything that in short, but I'm sure there's a little more to it.
Josh has made just get back to the principles of what makes the Nuggets, which is have fun. He said that he saw that we weren't having fun, and he saw that we weren't playing as hard as we could, so he wanted to come in here and reestablish kind of that is the basis of our culture, along with a couple other things.
How can adversity help jumpstart this team again?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a group, we've been through a lot of adversity. We've been through a lot of highs, a lot of lows. And I think we're a resilient group. So I think we're going to take on the challenge, going into the next couple of games, going into the playoffs. And I think you're going to see the best version of us that you've seen this year.
How different is the vibe with this team after yesterday?
I mean, it's only been a day, you know what I mean? And I'm not about to sit here and say it was because Coach Malone, the vibe wasn't right. It was top to bottom, vets all the way down to the new guys. We weren't playing how we were supposed to play. We weren't picking each other up how we were supposed to pick each other up. It wasn't one guy. It wasn't Calvin or Coach Malone. It was top to bottom. So it's hard that they took the brunt of it when it was, top to bottom. We all got to look at ourselves in the mirror and see how we all can be better for the organization.
They were talking about how Christian kind of got you guys together for a dinner last night or something. What was that like?
Christian?
Well,
Got the guys together for a dinner?
At least paid for all of it.
Something like that.
I would have loved to have been there.
And Christian, y'all went to dinner last night?
Yeah, hell yeah. I paid for everybody.
I didn't know anything about that.
How would you describe David Adelman as a coach, and what's your relationship like with him?
I love DA. I think he stepped in and did, we all respect DA. We respect his basketball mind, and he's been, here as long as I've been here. So it was an easy transition.
These last two games, so important for playoff positioning, avoiding the play-in. What are they going to be like now?
What? Say it again?
The last two games of the regular season. What's the pressure going to be like knowing what's on the line?
I mean, it's seeding. Everything is so close. They're very important games. I think once we, solidify our spot in the playoffs, it doesn't matter the seeding, but definitely the big couple games, for sure.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah.